Shit. Hey, this is Amy from IndieReader, and I'm here with Jay, who's the founder of Ace of Spades. And we're going to talk a little about what we have found to be the number one issue for all authors, but especially for small press, indie, and hybrid published authors. And that is how to get exposure and discoverability for their books. We've worked with thousands and thousands of authors over the years since IndieReader was founded, and we've really found that that's the number one challenge facing authors. And Jay, hopefully you're here to help them with their problem. Tell us how.
Well, Amy, appreciate you having me here. And look, as a fellow author, coming from the entertainment background, show business, I was a creative, just like a lot of your authors. We're artists. We have this message and story we want to share. We put so much work into a book or our product or our website or our service. And like you finish it, you're excited. You think when you release it, it's going to be like a number one hit. And then you realize 4 people buy the book. Or you put it on your social media or you send out an email blast and it just doesn't work. And it's very frustrating and it's very, it really, sometimes you question yourself, like, was I meant to do this? What's wrong with me? Why are other people making it? I'm better than her. I'm better than him. I know my story's better. And we have this internal dialogue. And as someone that had to struggle with that for so many years, nothing changed for me until I understood the power of PR and media and understand really the right way of positioning my book or my service or my product or as me as an entertainer. So right. This too, Amy, like being a publicist, right, for a long time.
Yeah. My whole working career was working as a publicist. And it's difficult. I do understand the challenges, and as an author as well. I absolutely know that feeling where you spend so much time on a book and then you get to the end and it's like, okay, what do I do now? And that's a real challenge. There's a lot of people who are really, really great writers, but when it comes to the next step, they're really lost. They just don't know what to do.
Well, and that's why we partnered together, and I'm really fortunate. I have a PR firm that specializes in high-end media, and we do something that very few firms do in this space, which you were surprised at, Amy. We do guaranteed media, which means we have the relationships with multiple different contributors and editors on television or in the press or other ways to promote you. But obviously with authors, we really want to help them use the power of the press to do that. And the great thing is, because I have the relationships with these editors and contributors, we're able to give something to the market that very few people can do, which is guaranteed media. So what that means and what that looks like is to, whatever you're trying to promote or push or however big you want to go and whatever kind of level that you want to start at, we have the ability that we can place you in the press, and the money that you spend, like, no matter what happens, you'll be in the media. And that takes a huge problem away, because being a publicist, getting to work with a ton of people, the industry of marketing firms and agencies and publicists, there's a bit of a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths, because including me, spent thousands and tens of thousands of dollars easy with firms, and not just publicists, marketing firms, anyone. Even if you're listening as an author, I'm sure maybe you've spent money with people that they promise you the world. They show kind of the one case study that maybe made it, but where are all the other ones that didn't make it? And they just don't deliver on results. So when we met and you kind of told me kind of the big problem that your authors face, I said, well, why don't we get them started on something small, something that at least gets the ball rolling. So they can guarantee themselves in some media. And by doing that, it kickstarts the promotional and publicity and purposes to get out there.
Right. Exactly.
So, I'm excited that we can help your authors out. I'm excited that we can help your people that don't have that kind of understanding, or they don't understand like the next steps. And the great thing with this prep is a couple of things, and we discussed this before this call today, is like, one, we control the narrative. So when you're as an author and you decide, hey, where do I want to start? What level do I want to start at? Our job is to bring your magic out. And so we can write your story or talk about the book, and you can control the narrative of the message in the story. So
Right.
have to, okay, fingers crossed, are they going to write about it in the right way? Are they going to say the right things? We now have control over the final product, which means it gives you the peace of mind that however you like your work to be positioned as an artist, as an author, as a creative, it's going to showcase that. And then, so that's a great win here. The second thing is that, because they're going to come out, when they're going to come out, you can obviously maybe do a little mini promotion tour, or you can know when it's coming out, let's say on the 6th of July. Okay,
Right.
am I going to do 3 days before? What am I going to do 3 days after? If you say to us, hey, guys, I'm about to go and do an event and speak, or I'm about to go do this, can we bring the article around this time? It only enhances whatever you're doing in your current business or your current life. So we can control when it comes out as well.
Right.
So that's a really great win. And then the great thing about these articles, because they're digital, they're not traditional pieces of media that get printed once every few months. They're digital, which not only means you get the article, you have the control over the narrative of the message, but 3, you also get backlinks for SEO. So the great thing about the articles we have access to is that when someone Googles your name, now your article, if you don't have a ton of different competitors with using your name, or maybe your name doesn't get brought up because someone else has other things going up online, you should come up on Google. Isn't that powerful? When someone Googles your name or your book or your idea or your business, you're coming up on Google. And that's the great thing about having these publications. You'll be able to leverage it just more than being featured in the media. You'll have multiple different ways to leverage that for your
Right.
brand.
It all comes back to discoverability. Really, there are so many books and authors out there, really good ones too. And it really comes down to the buzz. And while traditional PR and marketing are great things, the fact is that a publicist can put in the work for sure, but there's no guarantee. And the fact that you have contacts and the ability to guarantee placement is really an invaluable thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've as a fellow creative and artist, I know the frustration of not knowing when it's going to come out or what it's going to say or how can I use it. We will work together with you and give you those tools and strategy on how to leverage, what we're doing for you. It's important for you to know as an author, though, is that whilst we can guarantee the media, we can't guarantee you book sales, right?
Right.
As an author, I understand you want to sell more books. We all do. However, press, media, anything you're doing to promote your book, we can't guarantee, hey, if you get in this publication, you will get 500 book sales. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because if it was that easy, we'd all be doing it, right?
Yeah. No, I know.
But the benefits and the advantages of you having PR and press compared to another author, as I mentioned, is it's all about positioning. See, the secret to being able to, raise your fees or get further speaking opportunities, or maybe get someone to pay you in advance to write a book, is like they need to see you as someone with profile. And if all you need to do, so you know that what I'm saying is correct, just look at any author that you highly value in your mind, someone that's like very well known, just Google them, go to the news section or look at their press. Like they have press, they have media, their profile is heightened. So that's really the start for you, because as we always say, ghosts don't get deals. Ghosts stay ghosts. So your job is to work with Amy and I and give you the chance just to get started. You worked so hard on this book, like let's get some people to know it. And by placing you in the press and the media, it gets the ball rolling. And then from there, wherever you want to go and whatever you want to do, we can have a conversation with you.
Absolutely. Very excited about this. Can't wait to start.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good. It's really going to, my most magic part of helping authors get into the press is it just, having that social proof and that third party validation from someone else writing about you. It's a magical moment because it really showcases to you and other people that you've worked so hard on your work, and it's now online forever. It's like real estate on the internet. It stays online forever. That's the other thing as well. Like, it's not a press release, or it won't disappear. It's a piece of real estate. It's a piece of promotional purposes about you, your book, what you're doing. And it's going to, really help you get started.
Right. Sounds good.
All right. Excited.